Hello, I'm Cruz Moore, here tonight to answer 3 very important questions regarding Comic-Con, and the hope of bringing one to our very own oasis, Palm Springs. The first question you ask is, why are comic book conventions so important to people like myself, a nerd, a fan, a connoisseur? Well, to put it simply, they're a necessity. Conventions like Comic-Con are a microcosm which encompasses creativity, entertainment, and most importantly, passion. Relentless and undying passion for every form of media. Whether it be movies, television, anime, comic books, every source of imagination that people of every age and every country plug themselves into for entertainment and inspiration. And Comic-Con essentially creates a candy store for all those individuals to get lost in, to meet their heroes, to find new stories, and to share in their kindred passions. It's essentially a Disneyland for a multitude of media genres. And finally, it helps the fans find identity. The internet is fine and dandy, but it doesn't possess the equivalent of being immersed in a crowd of people who actually know what you're talking about. We become recognized, we become unified, and we share an amazing experience. But apart from the fans, how does Comic-Con help the artists that said fans are so desperate to meet? It allows the artists, actors, producers, writers, etc. to also become unified and connected to the people who possess so much appreciation for what they have created. Once again, fan mail and online networking, fine and dandy, but not as endearing as an entire room filled with people the artists have inspired and entertained. It puts them face to face with their audience and reminds them of who's turning the page, opening the case, or collecting the figure. Comic-Con allows them to step away from their schedule and news press for a different kind of schedule and news press, but one that's a lot more lenient and accepting. One that allows them to appreciate and be appreciated by the dedicated fans who adore what they have achieved just by being themselves. And finally, why is it important to bring a thing like Comic-Con to Palm Springs? Well, there's nothing here! In all honesty, the Palm Springs area does have a thriving community and atmosphere. Our desert is adorned with golf resorts, musical outlets, and beautiful scenery. But what we possess in abundance, we lack in variety. For every 10 jewelry stores, we have 1 comic shop, and this is usually due to public demand. But what a vast majority of us are demanding now is a yearly gathering of like-minded connoisseurs to enjoy a convention filled with all things multi-genre. One might even say something similar to another annual gathering we hold for music lovers from across the country and around the world. What I personally hope is that for those in power to realize that the Palm Springs area has a lot more potential for profit than they think when it comes to a comic convention. For one, the Palm Springs area is already a major spot for tourism, business opportunity, and art festivals. 2. If festivals like Coachella Fest are able to reach audience numbers of over 500,000 and gain almost 80 million in revenue, then the same could be said for a comic convention, especially when you consider that a vast amount of the catered audience who attend Coachella Fest are the same audience who would attend Comic-Con. 3. If there's one thing we're in abundance of, it's gorgeous hotels. A convention would definitely create another yearly boost in hotel profit. And finally, it would be one more fantastic way of putting Palm Springs on the map. We have the sun, we have the resorts, we have the festivals, we have the celebrities. But what we need is the culture. More so an expanded culture. One filled with variety and that appeals to every age, culture, and media form. We need an event that unifies fans from across the world, glorifies the storytellers of our time and before, and brings in quite a lot of attention and business for the rest of the community. We need Comic-Con. Please and thank you.